Hello there! My name is Yuzu, and I'm going to tell you how I went to Japan alone at 17, with my parents' permission, of course. So let's get started right away. So first and foremost, you need to have enough money. I was lucky enough to be fully funded as it was my graduation trip. Japan is not as cheap as the influencers make it out to be, and you need around 10,000 yen per night, which is 100 Canadian, because I live in Canada. But essentially you just need to have a bit of conscience as to how much everything is. Meals are around 20 Canadian, so 2,000 yen, stuff like that. So honestly, I just kind of cheaped out on my hotels and spent the money I was given elsewhere, like to go to Universal. Maybe I'll play a clip or two. Second, your focus will be your itinerary and the hotels. Contrary to popular belief, you can actually check into hotels at 17 just fine. I checked into all three hotels. I gave them the minor consent form, didn't even look at it once. I know, I feel like I wasted a lot of time doing that because I was really worried, but because on Reddit there's so many people that are like, no, you cannot go there alone, but I think that's just like a contradiction. I don't think it's actually true. So essentially, for your itinerary, first of all, you should list out things that you want to go to first. What I did was I listed out places I wanted to visit, such as Universal Studios, Ghibli Park, and such. I just tried to visit as many cities as possible. Unfortunately, when I got to Tokyo, I got kind of burnt out. I'll show my itinerary on the screen. It should be there, right? Anyways, I'd recommend lightening the load. If you're short on money, I'd recommend going to Kyoto more because Kyoto is much cheaper than Tokyo. Like, I got so many good animal figures at a really good price. There's like figurines for 900 yen to 1,000 yen, which is crazy cheap. Anyways, for hotels, I feel like you can just kind of stay anywhere because at the end of the day, I don't recommend those motels where you rent one room. Although it sounds aesthetic, I feel like it's quite dirty, so that isn't a good idea. I just stayed at small hotels with just one room because hotels in Japan are small anyways, so I just tried to get the cheapest option, and in Kyoto for the same price as other hotels, it was probably the nicest. I'll pop a photo here. I highly recommend. Lastly, I'll give you guys some recommendations for attractions. First of all, I highly recommend Universal Studios. Honestly, on the day I went, the lines weren't even that bad. Although, it's true that I did line up really early. I went there at like 6 o'clock and there was already a huge line. So I recommend going early, but I totally recommend it. What I don't recommend is Nara. It was way too stinky. Thank you so much for making it this far into the video. If you like my vibe, could you please consider liking and subscribing? Thank you very much.